It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. And it's all up next.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin, so pleased to be joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, these Vikings had things rolling in 2022, a 13-4 record, new head coach, an exciting offense, but it all came crashing down in another early playoff exit.
And that really was because of the defensive side of the ball. They had a terrific record. Would they win 11 games by 1 score or less, an NFL record? Got to get strong on the defensive side in order to get deeper into the playoffs.
Now, meanwhile, for the visiting Chiefs, it's business as usual. They come in as defending Super Bowl champs, and they feature what was the #1 scoring offense in the NFL a season ago.
The consistency is the key, and it all starts with the head coach and emanates from there. Offensive coordinator's been around the team for a while. They understand how these players operate and what it takes to put them in position to be successful.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Well, Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, there's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far in this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production. And the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season. His best as a starter. Captain Kirk has quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Another carry now for Madison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down across the enemy territory. First down, here's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, this is Madison. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Here's Madison running left. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now a give to Madison. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Good route there.
Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 54 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. KC's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defense. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. 40 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Cousins now. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, it's Washington taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score. We are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Madison diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little look. Under pressure, they got him again. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's Powell on the return. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. To throw is Cousins. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Cousins to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pushing his way through. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. That one caught by Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Mahomes now on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now here's Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite...
That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like... Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Second down, Cousins. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll run again. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going to run with Madison again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, they run with Madison. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's fourth down.
Now Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. But how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.